What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Eclectic Beard. So this go around, this is part two. I actually recorded part one, but due to some of the filters I had on my, the compression I had, and noise cancellation or noise suppression, for whatever reason, either they were both too strong together or whatever, it made me sound like I was cutting out when I was talking. So to heck with that. Tell me what it's like to work in America without actually telling. Part two. Let's take a look at it. And I'm gonna tell you right now. Working here in the U.S., most of the time you're expected, it's almost like the companies expect you to just basically slave for them. Like they're supposed to be the most important thing that matter to you. And thank God it don't work for nobody else no more. That's all I'm going to say. Because it's like they don't figure out you can always find another job, but you can't find another family. Like, you just replace your job, you can't replace your family. Just they haven't figured that out yet. So yeah, let's take a look at this, because I'm sure there's some interesting stories in here.
Tell me what it's like to work in America without telling me what it's like to work in America.
So I work for this really popular chain store, right?
Walmart. Walmart. That's clear as day.
Considered full-time because I'm not scheduled 40 hours. I'm only scheduled 38 hours.
Bro, that shit drives me up a fucking wall. And that's the thing. So they do that so they don't have to take and offer you benefits. Because as a part-time worker, they don't have to offer you benefits. Now, Walmart does, but the problem is the cost of the fucking benefits, you may as well not have the motherfuckers. And so this is how they subsidize the American worker back to the American public, by not giving them full-time hours. So you're not going to take and have, it was even worse before they took and went up with the fucking minimum wage. Because the minimum wage that they were paying people, or let's see, $9 an hour that they were paying people, it was kind of hard, especially if you had a family, to afford any kind of insurance while working at Walmart. Now I think the minimum wage or the starting wage at Walmart's like $13 an hour. So while it might be a little bit better, still the cost of the insurance, it's not even great insurance. They're the biggest fucking corporation in the world, and no, we can't give our fucking employees anything worth a fuck. Like, oh, this is one of those things that, I hate Walmart. I fucking hate Walmart. If you cannot tell. Like, as a corporation that people work for, I hate fucking Walmart. Because they're the biggest corporation in the world as far as, like, yeah, if I'm not mistaken, they're the biggest corporation in the world, retail corporation in the world. And they do their fucking employees so goddamn dirty. It's not even funny. They took away overtime, holiday pay, like, and all I can think is, why the fuck do you still work there? Do people still work there? And how fucking dare they? And now that, since they've raised the wages from $7.50, $8.50, $9 an hour starting pay to $13, $14 an hour starting pay, and depending on the departments you go to, now once before, people, they weren't making enough so they could actually, they were below the threshold to take and get on stuff like, if they needed to, food stamps or fucking Medicaid. Now they can't even do that motherfucking shit. No, because now they make too much for that shit. So now you have to take and work 38 hours at Walmart and then take and go work 40 hours somewhere else just to fucking live. This is the shit right here that pisses me off about companies in this country. Rant over for right now.
And this morning, I had some minor dental surgery that I knew I was going to be really groggy for, and I was going to want to go home and go to bed for the rest of the day. But I don't get sick days because I'm part-time. And so I couldn't justify spending the gas money to drive home and then drive back to town tonight to clock in. So I bought a heated blanket and a pillow, and I took a 4.5-hour nap in my car in the parking lot in 20-degree weather because I couldn't afford the gas money or a sick day.
like that burns me the fuck up. There's no fucking reason for that. None.
Tell me what it's like to work in America without telling me what it's like to work in America.
For missed calls from Dollar General. Calls again. Hello. I need you to come in today. I can't come in today. My mom passed away. Abby called in and we have a delivery in a few hours.
Yo, here's the thing. People are like, oh, yes, this is the voice thing. That's not, no. I can guarantee you this has actually happened. My wife worked at Dollar General. She got robbed at fucking gunpoint. They expected her to be back to work 2 fucking weeks. Not only was she robbed at motherfucking gunpoint, she was taken in electrical tape around her fucking wrist and left in the back fucking room, in the bathroom. Knew that she couldn't was nervous to take work by herself because of that shit. Nobody called to fucking check on her ass or nothing like that. As everything was taken and going through, nobody called to check on her or nothing like that. She went back to work and immediately took and put her back by herself. So just to let y'all know, people are like, oh no, this is gonna be bullshit. No, the fuck it's not. This is how these fucking places do here in this country. Just putting it out there.
I really need you to come in. I let you know a few days ago that the nurse said my mom only had a day or 2 left. I don't have any coverage. I told you months ago that my mom has cancer and won't make it. You started taking applications specifically for coverage. I have given you proper notice. This qualifies as a family emergency. I'm not coming in. What do you expect me to do? You're joking, right? I literally watched her take her last breath 20 minutes ago. The funeral home hasn't even had the chance to pick her up and you're asking me to come in? Figure it out.
Tell me what it's like to work in America.
Something tells me this is going to be a rant video for me. Like, this is going to be a reaction / rant video just because working, thankfully, I worked at a construction company. My dad got cancer, and thankfully, like, the minute I learned he got cancer, I stopped what I was doing on the fucking spot, took and drove home, got clothes, and drove to where he lived a state away. No fucking questions asked. And I took a week whenever he passed away, 2 months later. But there's so many companies that are like what that girl's just said, or like even what my wife had to take and go through after she got robbed at gunpoint. The thing is, people here in this country will take and are the greatest country in the world, and anything that they can help anybody is looked at as socialism almost, and it's fucking pisses me off so fucking bad because it allows these corporations to take and get away with murder. Like, it's when you work somebody so much and they die on the fucking job, you're a murderer. That's simple as that. That or you work somebody so much it can't take care of their own fucking health because they can't afford to take and provide otherwise. You're a fucking murderer. They get away with murder in this country.
Without telling me what it's like to work in America.
So your resume is very impressive. Double major in undergrad, a master's. Looks like you've won numerous awards. Our only concern is that you don't have any relevant work experience. Oh, well, since this is an entry-level job, I just kind of assumed I'd get my work experience here. We actually are requiring 5 years experience. Well, how do I get experience if I can't get hired due to lack of experience? We do have an entry-level internship that you could apply for. Okay, what's that? Well, it pays $27,000 a year, and there's no health benefits, but you do get 4 vacation days.
Bro, if you gonna take and require people to have college degree, you're gonna require people to have a college degree, and you gonna offer a job, an entry level job. Number one, if you go to work somewhere and it requires 5 years of previous experience, that's not entry level, motherfucker. That's not entry level at all. No, we want an experienced person. That's what you should say, because that's what that is. 5 years experience. That's, oh, you've got experience. Entry level means fresh out of fucking college or fresh off the street. That's entry level. These internships. So this motherfucker's just took and put 60, 70, 80, $100,000 worth of student debt on himself because that's what people are told is required to be successful in this country. You take and you get good grades in school, you go to college, put yourself in all this fucking debt, only to take and get entry level fucking jobs at 20, or not even entry level job, an apprenticeship, $27,000 a year. And they wonder why people burn out of fucking stuff they take and go for their degree for so quick in this country. I don't know. Call me crazy. Maybe it might be the system we have in place for hiring folks.
Only 4? Well, I mean, how are you going to get experience going on vacation? No, that's not what... Listen, I have a line out the door, so I'm sure if you don't want it, somebody else will. No, I'll take it. Perfect. Welcome to Cracker Barrel.
Tell me what it's like to...
Wow, and I wish that was like, oh yeah, no, that's put on. No, that actually happens. That's...
to work in America without telling me what it's like to work in America.
Hey, I need you to stay late today. We have to put away some ads, we have a truck to do, and I need you to take care of those 2 customers even though your shift's over. I'm happy to help, but I'm getting really close to overtime. You sure that's okay? Look, we're a team here. You just need to sacrifice a little bit. No problem, happy to help. Hey, you worked 60 hours last week. You know we don't pay overtime. You asked me to stay late, and I told you I was getting close. Well, the company doesn't allow overtime. I'm gonna have to write you up for this. What the hell, man?
Not only does Best Buy do that kind of stuff, Walmart does too. Haha. I worked at Walmart for a little bit after my first kid was after my third kid was born, the oldest with my wife now, and just knowing, like, my sister-in-law, she was a department manager there, but also having worked retail before, specifically Walmart, how they'll take and have you, like, I was working produce. Oh, you've got previous experience taking and doing dairy, because I've got from the age of 16 to 18 or 15 to 18, I worked at a grocery store in a town up the road from me. And I did everything there. Dairy, cashiering, stocking, buggies, running back stock, you name it, I did it. And then I went from there, and I've worked at quite a few grocery stores. So not including taking actually basically running the garden department at Walmart for the evening hours when I was 18 years old. So I've got some experience, but what they do is, like, I was working produce, and they'd be like, hey, we just had a dairy truck come in. Could you take and work dairy over here, take and get some of this stuff rotated and everything like that? And I said, well, am I getting paid extra for this? She's like, no, but we know you got experience. I said, yeah, exactly. I've got experience. You're not paying me for that experience. You can find somebody else to take and do it for you that doesn't have the experience. They didn't like that too much. But my thing on stuff like that is, like, number one, if you're going to want me to do something extra, you're either going to pay me for it, because I'm sorry, they just took and be like, oh, we need you to take and we don't allow overtime, but we need you to work. I'd be like, no. Number one, you're not fucking me over. Number one, you're not going to fuck me over. And that's exactly what they do. And then they'll take and use that as a reason to get rid of you, to take and hire somebody off the street at a lower pay rate than what they pay you, because at that point, you're probably gotten a couple of raises. Even if it's only 10, 15, 25 cents, you got 1 or 2 raises normally at that point when they start pulling stuff like that. So, I mean, it's one of the reasons why I hate the retail industry here in the U.S.
And you asked me to work. Look, I don't really care. I don't want to hear excuses. You need to manage your time better.
I hate this fucking job.
Tell me what it's like to work in America without telling me what it's like to work in America.
Hi, I would like to put in a time off request for fall break. Okay, here is the request off form. Can you cover a shift? No, I am home for fall break. I requested off for it several weeks ago and was approved. We really need you to cover this shift.
my sister-in-law's had to take and go through bullshit like this. Like, this is the reason why, like, and I could see, like, the comments, just with the dumb stuff that Americans say, like, what's the dumbest thing Americans said? Oh, this has to be staged. No. And it's stuff like this. I can see how people are like, oh, no, that's, that's being made up. That's fake. No. I promise you, I've seen stuff like this, and I know people who have done stuff like this or have experienced stuff like this. Like, it's really this horrific in places. Like, really, like, oh, we're going to give you the time. Yeah, you take that time off. Hey, we need you to come in to cover shift. No, motherfucker, it don't work that way. You said I could have the time off. Don't call. That's the reason why anytime I ever work retail, my days off, click, that mug was off, that phone was off. And if it wasn't off, I ain't answering that call because you asked me to come in. And I like working, but you don't pay me enough to take and put up with your bullshit any more than what I have to, especially if you don't take it like they say, like most places are in retail, like to pay overtime. So.
I am 4 hours away and on break. So if you leave now, you could cover the second half of the shift. No, I am on break, which was approved by management. Goes to leave for work the following weekend. Checks mail first. We are writing to inform you that your position has been terminated because of a no-call, no-show on date during my approved time.
Tell me what it's like to work in America.
Yep. People can go, oh, no, that happens. But they wonder why folks wonder why the customer service here in the U.S. has gone down. Because whenever I was a teenager and I was working, and I worked retail, customer service was the number one thing. Like, you could have an asshole come in. You don't take and let your frustration show at all. And while you might have complaints against the company, like you didn't give bad customer service. Nowadays, with the way they take and treat people, none of these employees give a shit. So not only do they not give a shit about their job, you get bad customer service because of it. And it's like, because used to, Walmart wasn't a half bad place to work. It wasn't. There's other retail places I've worked that weren't half bad, but they weren't the greatest because of pay, but the atmosphere and stuff like that was a little bit better. Now I don't know if you could pay me to go to work for fucking Walmart. Just don't, like, even if I had to take and work somewhere, that'd be the only way I would take and go to Walmart. And it would be begrudgingly so. Like, hella begrudgingly so. And it's only because I know the type of bullshit they pull. And I'd probably be fired within like 3 days for either my attitude or my mouth when they try to take and tell me to do something that I'm like, no, fuck you on.
Because of a no-call, no-show on date during my approved time.
Tell me what it's like to work in America without telling me what it's like to work in America.
Hey, I can't come into work today. I got jumped on my way to my 5 a.m. shift, so there's no way you can come in. No. They robbed me and stole my ID and passport. You need your ID for when you check in at work. I know. That's why I can't come in. We don't have anyone to cover you. Did you hear what I said? I was robbed. They stole my entire backpack. It was very traumatic. What happens outside of the workplace is your own responsibility. This wouldn't have happened if I hadn't been walking to work at 4 a.m. Well, then you should have taken an Uber. I can't afford it. You only pay me minimum wage. Well, don't let it happen again.
I don't think I'd be going back to work there. At all. I'd be looking, that day would be spent getting my ID back, or, getting a replacement ID and putting in 40, 50 applications. People, that's the other thing I don't quite understand about stuff is like, Jesus Christ, dude. Again, this is the whole thing. They think that you should exist for them.
Tell me what it's like to work in America without telling me what it's like to work in America.
Yeah, sure. So a missing child came into my work. That was a thing. And my manager on duty knew she was missing because we ended up finding her on the missing and exploited children's website. They're acting sketchy, whatever. Yeah. They came to get a package. The older gentleman that she was with told me his name. So I knew his name, or his fake name at least. Anyways, I ended up calling the detective in charge of her case and was like, hey, I know she's been missing for 2 years from a state that is like way far away from where I live, but I think I found her. You want to know what happened? I got in trouble. I got in trouble for finding a missing child and alerting the fucking police. Anyways, yeah. Welcome to America. Welcome to Big Corp.
Wow. That's bro. I would say I'm more flabbergasted than surprised, to be honest with you. I mean, they do, you know, donation drives and stuff like that for underprivileged and, you know, victims of crime and stuff like that. But if doing something like that, like you can take and have all the donations and money drives that you want to, but you gonna take and have somebody get you gonna write somebody up because a missing child comes in, you virtue signal at this point. That's all that is. Just like, oh, we want to look good. We don't give a fuck about actually doing good. And I'm not surprised. I'm really not. It's just, wow.
Tell me what it's like to work in America without telling me what it's like to work in America.
Hi, my name's Chris, and I'm wondering if you wanted to have Murphy Custom Carpentry do your roof. Okay. Hey, this is Chris with Murphy Custom Carpentry. I understand you're looking to get a roof, right? Oh, cool. I'll be out in a little while. Hey, this is Chris with Graves Brothers Home Improvements. I understand you're looking to get a roof? Oh, you've already got your estimates. Well, would it hurt to get just one more? All right, cool. See you in a little bit. Hey, this is Chris. I'm the sales manager over here at Graves Brothers Home Improvements. I understand you're looking to get an estimate? Oh, great. I'll have one of my sales guys get out there right away. Hey, this is Captain LaForest over at the Myco. I really need to know when those UAV parts are coming in. Hey, this is Chris with Southern Roofing Renovations. I'm going to need a probably 20-man crew on the EPDM commercial job on the east side of town. Yeah, it's about 500 squares. Thanks a lot. Hey, my name's Chris. I'm the owner of Premier Home Systems. How you doing? Yeah, that one. Yeah, I'm looking to add a few more subcontractors to my list this year, and you came highly recommended through the grapevine. All right, let's talk. Dude, just get to work.
Tell me what it's like to...
So basically, he's taking and showing, you know, you bust your ass, you take and get what you want. Which, sometimes you have to take and some folks, and this is one of the things I don't think people realize here in the U.S. sometimes, because there are a lot of motherfuckers that expect shit to be handed to them. Like, I work hard, so no. Just because you work hard don't mean you deserve something. Like, that's not how that works. Sometimes to take and get what you feel like you deserve, you need to take and change where you're at. Like, you need to take and change your career sometimes. Keep that hard work ethic to take and get to where the money that you want to take and be making, the spot in life and in your career that you want to be at. Because sometimes where you're at, no matter how much hard work you put in, you ain't gonna get where you want to be at just because of politics and everything of that nature. You taking, and I don't care if you take and build on the experience that you have and add more experience. Sometimes it's just not going to take and work out like that. It just isn't. Sometimes it takes a career change, and that's a hard pill for a lot of people to swallow. But you keep that work ethic, yeah, you can get to where you want to take and be at. It still requires putting into work, but you can still, like, a lot of folks don't realize that. A lot of people, they think just because they work hard, they deserve certain stuff, and that's just, you know, whether it be promotions and money, it's not how it works. Sometimes you've got to take in. No, that's not how it works. Sometimes you got, if you don't change careers, change companies. Sometimes it takes changing companies. A lot of times you take and pick up stuff along the way from each place that you work at, and that's what it takes. And that's what it takes to get where you want to be at. A lot of times, it's a lot of folks here in the U.S. They just think, oh, I've worked this hard. Blah, blah. No. No matter how hard you've worked, what have you done with the experience from working that hard? And if you're not getting what you want, why haven't you changed your job to a company? Because you can look, and even if you might have to take and drive a little bit further, there's always going to be a company looking for the experience that you have at a higher pay than what you're making now. So why haven't you done that? And a lot of folks just don't it doesn't register like that to them. So
To work in America without telling me what it's like to work in America.
Hi, congratulations on your new baby. When do you plan to come back to work? I'll be back for weeks from Friday. That's when my 6-week mark is up. Unfortunately, you are out of your PTO days, so we will need you back sooner. I was hoping you could come back in the next week or two. We are really short-staffed. I'm not medically released until 6 weeks after birth. We will have to review your
and see, that's where a short-term disability comes in, which the fact that you have a kid and short-term disability has a kick in because of that, that's really fucking stupid in my opinion. But
employment with the company then. Can you come in for a meeting next week? You're the new HR manager. Yes. So I'm assuming you know about FMLA?
Family Medical Leave Act, which yes, actually yes, that does take and cover pregnancy. I forgot about that.
If you cannot make it to your evaluation next Wednesday, your employment will be terminated. I just had a baby 12 days ago. I'm baffled by this. No, I will not be there.
And that's a thing. And yeah, douche canoe fires me. Company forced to pay unemployment, additional compensation for wrongful termination. Exactly. Had a youngin, Family Medical Leave Act, completely covered under that. Firing somebody, I don't care if you're at will state, firing somebody on while they're on the Family Medical Leave Act, yeah, that's wrongful termination. That's major lawsuit. So,
Tell me what it's like to work in America.
Ooh, sis, I got you. Hey, I'm putting in my days off request for my wedding. Why days? A wedding is only one day. I know, but I need the day before off to prepare. And I would like a couple days off after my wedding so I can spend time with my husband. Hey, I noticed that you haven't accepted my days off yet. I still don't see why you need that many days off.
I'd be like, I don't see why I need to keep working here.
It's only a total of 5 days. I'm telling you ahead of time so that I don't stress you out later. Hey, my clients are already rebooking with me on the days I need off. Can you please block it? Why didn't you ask me earlier? Now I have to call each guest to rebook because of you being irresponsible. I hope you know I'm not coming in on my wedding day. It's ridiculous. I quit.
Tell me what it's like.
Yo, and the crazy thing is, that's again another example of the stupidity of companies here in the U.S. Because yeah, stuff like that happens, and it's at the 3-month mark, whenever she took and acted like, I don't see why you need so many days off. I'd be like, well, I don't see why I need to work here anymore since you want to take and be stupid. What's normal? Most of the time, people take day off before the wedding and they have a honeymoon. Do you not understand how the shit works? Like, that's how it traditionally works in this country. Like, where have you lost the fucking memo? Like, I'd have been fucking condescending as a motherfucker. Fuck all that noise. You play stupid if you want to, goddammit, I'll treat you stupid.
To work in America without telling me what it's like to work in America.
Hey, I've assigned 3 more tickets to you to have done by today. Okay, the other tickets given to me last week also have a deadline for today. Do these new ones take priority? They're all priority. Get them all done today. I don't have the bandwidth to finish all these today. Best if we involve more team members to help meet the deadline. They don't have bandwidth either. Let's work hard to get these done today. Fair warning, if it is just me working on all these, one of them isn't going to get done. We're writing you up for poor performance. Wait, really? I can't believe this. I communicated that one project wouldn't be done in time. Sign here acknowledging your write-up. I'm applying for other jobs now. Wait. This isn't a write-up. Nah, over it.
I love whenever you take and actually tell some of these employers, yeah, I'm looking for another job. Fuck all this noise. They start taking and trying to backtrack. But at that point, normally you've had enough of their stuff. And, well, like, they had enough of their stuff. And I don't blame them. I've already got these other things from that I've been working on, and you're gonna throw new stuff on me, and you want it all done. Nah, don't work like that, cuz just don't work like that. Sorry.
Tell me what it's like to work in America without telling me what it's like to work in America.
Because of COVID, if you feel sick at all or have any symptoms, please stay home just in case. The next day, hey. So I'm not feeling too great. I have a fever and can't taste or smell. Probably going to get a COVID test. Oh no, you need to come in. I have no one to cover you. But you said, Thomas, this is unacceptable, telling me you're not feeling well the morning of your shift.
Well, you can't tell them you're not feeling well before you're not feeling well. What?
I'm sorry, but you said to stay home so I don't spread COVID. Fine, please get a test and let me know. I have no idea who will cover you. Maybe get a test and come to work while you wait.
And that's the reason why. That's one of the reasons why right there we had such a spike. Shit like that. That happened all over the place. It's like, there's new cases. Everybody stay the fuck home. How's there new cases? Well, there you go. Right there.
Wait for results. They said I have to isolate while I wait for results to come in. I tested positive. I'm mandated by law to stay home for 10 days. You're fired. I am now short a person, and with such short notice, I hope you...
And the problem is here in this country that you're fired. That's a lawsuit now, because by law they're doing what's required, what was required under the COVID stuff. Like that was a thing. You couldn't. So the fact they went, you're fired. Oh, I'd have been like, lawsuit. So not only am I going to get stimulus check, but I'm also going to get money from your stupid ass. Thank you. Maybe roll in the dough. Like legit. Like that's, oh my God. Regardless of how you feel about the whole situation, like the stupidity that people seen is just like stuff like that. Why you wouldn't want somebody to come in with the flu, and a lot of times the flu hits like that. I mean, it hits you like a freight train all of a sudden a lot of times. So a lot of people, you wouldn't want somebody coming in with the flu. Get everybody that you work with that works with them sick, or customers sick. So why would you like? I don't understand people. I do. It's all about dollar signs. I don't have nobody to cover for you. Well, then you go in then, dumbass. A lot of times these managers they're not scheduled to work the days that they're taking and talking about this. And the ones that are scheduled to work, well, they're just working in the office, basically, viewing the cameras and not doing anything that really can't be at least done towards the end of their shift or whenever, because most of them are actually salary. So even if they work over 40 hours, not going to get paid more, which sucks. But hey, it's a job you signed up for, right?
Realize how bad you screwed me over.
Tell me what it's like to work in America without telling me what it's like to work in America.
Hi, this is so-and-so from the office, and I'm just wondering where you're at because you're on the schedule for today, and wondering if you're coming in. No, I'm in San Francisco. So I'm like 500 miles away. I'm not coming in. I took vacation time. Did you not know that?
Oh, yeah, we saw that. We saw it. But we put you on the schedule this week, and it's really your responsibility to check the online schedule to see if you come in or not. So you really need to come in because we're really understaffed. So when can you be here?
I'm in San Francisco. I'm 500 miles away. I'm not coming in today.
Well, you see, Justin, that's really not going to work for us, and that's very unacceptable and unprofessional that you would not show up when you're scheduled. So we're going to have a talk when you get back, okay?
Cool deal, my guy. Bye.
What's a celebrity impression?
All right, so there we have it. Tell me what it's like to work in America without actually telling. And see, the thing is, like, I don't. The first go around with the dumb stuff, like I said, people are like, oh yeah, this has to be put on. I'm telling you right now, between what I've witnessed, my wife has witnessed, what I've seen my other family members take and go through. No. I can guarantee probably every bit of this is 100% true, just because that's how the shit works job wise here in America. Like, it's so fucked. It's not even funny. Not even funny. It just, yeah, wow. That being said, I hope y'all enjoyed it at least. Like, this is one of those videos where I know I went on a couple of different rants, and I'm so glad I don't work for anybody but myself now. I really am, because putting up with stuff like this, like, there's so many things that I've worked for some really good companies, but I've also worked for, I've also taken, when I was younger, I put up with dumb shit to a point. But as I've gotten older and I've seen the value of living my life versus living my life versus working for a company that doesn't give a shit about my life, yeah, that's one of those things that's, I stopped taking shit off of people, and now that I don't take and actually work for anybody but myself, I see what other people go through, family members and friends have what they put up with, and I'm just like, yeah, this is the best decision I've made in my life, other than marrying my wife. Like, for real, just because it's all these, they take the human factor out. Like, they don't care about the humanity of their workers at all. And they just work them to the fucking bone and just wring every ounce of self-worth that person has a lot of times out of them. And it infuriates me to no end. Infuriates me to no end. And I'm sorry, if you're an employer and you don't see your employees as anything more than an addition to your bottom line, you need to stop fucking being an employer. Like, don't have anybody work under you. Work for your fucking self and be the only employee that you have. I get it. It's your company. You put your hard-earned, blood, sweat, and tears into it. And these people are depending on you, the pay that you take and give them to actually either hopefully, support them. And they're humans. So while their problems, like their car breaks down, why it's not, maybe not be, well, I hate to take and hear that or whatever. You got to have some humanity and compassion. Be like, all right, take a day, get that shit sorted out, or find get another ride until you get your cars fixed. Don't be a fucking dick. Too many times they just stuff like that, or childcare. Well, whether it be the babysitter or whether it be daycare problems and stuff like that, like, don't hold the fact they've got a child against them. And that happens with so many different employers. I hate that. I hate the fucking corporate and the workplace environment in so many places here in the U.S. It's fucking toxic. It's a toxic relationship that we have here in this country. That being said, y'all be good to each other. Love yourselves. Peace.